Hi there, guys. I'm sorry that my camera's going to be moving around a little bit because apparently some gremlins came in my house and hid my fucking tripod, so I really don't know where the hell it is. Anyway, I'm basically making this video in response to a video that DH made in response to some video that said like pwned the stupidest people ever or something like that. He called it "Why Do People Pick on Christians?" And in this video, he made an argument about how God created evil, and so He's responsible for sin, and etc. And I just wanted to, I guess, reiterate what he said, maybe correct him a little bit. He got it right, but he didn't include all needed information. Basically, what he said was that since God created all things, and therefore He also created evil and our ability to sin, that basically means He intended for us to sin. Well, that's right, but let me tell you why it's right. God is He is all-knowing. He's omniscient. Okay, so before He ever does anything, He already knows what He's going to do. He already knows what the outcome of that action will be. Before He creates anyone, He already knows exactly what that person or thing is going to do throughout its entire lifespan until it dies, if it dies. Before He ever created Lucifer, He already knew that what his name was going to be Lucifer. He already knew that Lucifer would one day end up betraying him. He already knew that he was going to create a place called hell so that he could throw Lucifer there. He already knew that Lucifer was going to change into Satan. He already knew that Lucifer was going to try to tempt his mortals into sin, etc., etc. Now, here's the thing. No being, it is impossible for anything to commit an act if they know it isn't. Hold on, let me rephrase this. Hold on a second. A little tongue twisted. If a being already knows the outcome of an act, then that being intended for that outcome to happen if that being commits that act. For example, I know that if I slap my face really hard, like as hard as I can, I know that it's going to hurt. Therefore, if I intentionally slap my face, if I do it knowingly, if it's not an accident and I just really slapped my face, I intended to feel the pain that that causes. There's no way, unless of course I didn't know that it was going to cause pain, there's no way that I could intentionally slap my face without intending to feel pain, given that I already know it's going to cause pain. God supposedly knows everything that's going to happen beforehand. So whenever He makes an act, He intends for whatever outcome to happen. When God created Lucifer, He intended for Lucifer to become everything that he did. When God created evil, He intended for evil to have the effects on the universe that it does. When God gave the human beings the ability to sin, He intended for human beings to sin. God is responsible in that way for everything because of His omniscience. Now, not only does that directly contradict the notion that He is omnibenevolent or all-loving, but it also comes into line with free will. When Christians use the argument that He gave us the ability to sin because of free will purposes, that is flawed. The thing is that evil exists because of God, okay? If evil did not exist, we would still have free will. Is it hindering our free will because we don't have the ability to fly? Could you say that fairly? Because with that fictional logic that Christians are using on the free will argument, that could actually be a logical deduction. Because we are unable to fly, He has hindered our free will. No, I don't believe that's the case. I believe that free will simply means we are free to do everything within our ability. If evil did not exist, then nothing would have the ability to be evil. It would be impossible to be evil. And therefore, we would still have free will. It would just be on the same bounds as us not being able to fly or shoot lasers from our eyes. There are many things that human beings are not able to do. And just because we are not able to do them does not mean we don't have free will. That's the point. So that basically debunks every free will argument that Christians ever use. It also debunks the notion of God being omnibenevolent, and it proves that God is responsible for everything that has ever happened in the universe. So think on that, Christians. Bye-bye.